What's poppin', everybody? Rayboar Rayboar game's gonna be incoming, like I've said on my deck video. Should be up before these if I didn't make a mistake. But yeah, I will be posting some Rayboar games. Been playing the deck for quite a bit, really enjoying it, as I always do. Of course, you don't enjoy it when things go wrong, but doing what we can. It is a very old deck too, so gotta keep that in mind. We can't fuck up everything and expand it. Alright, so I'm going to open with Tepic. It's not the greatest thing to open with, but when you run 4, you know, it's kind of not that surprising. It's probably the only Pokemon that you can run 4 of, actually. So, there's a high chance you're going to open with it. Thankfully, we have the Float Stone, and I managed to get the Reshiram here. So, we'll be able to fix this quite quickly. Also going to attach a Fire Energy, and that's going to be it. Even though I have the Rare Candy and the Emboar, I don't have a supporter, so we'll get out the Emboar pretty quickly if my opponent doesn't end. But not having a supporter can be kind of dangerous, especially against this kind of a deck. It seems my opponent is playing the ever popular, ever standard Buzzwole GX deck with a bunch of fighting Pokemon pals. Put the Diancie down, so already the damage is going to be pretty high. I mean, just with a muscle band, that thing out, and Buzzwole doesn't even have a strong energy. You do 70 for 1, and with the bench damage, that's 100. It also did that on my Emboar here. So, gonna use the Startly Megaphone. Yeah, always debating since it's just one card, maybe to save it, but I kind of have to do it, otherwise Reshiram isn't going to survive next turn. This way, if he doesn't play another one or plays a strong energy or whatnot, I'll be able to survive and hit really high with Reshiram. I mean, one of the benefits with Reshiram's Outrage and this type of attack against Buzzwole, it's kind of a great counter. I mean, they do a lot of damage, cheap and fast, but they can't get a knockout. Then I'm going to be able to retaliate with Outrage very nicely here. Did 90 damage for 2, and if he hurts me even more, that's even more damage. I'll knock it out for sure. So he has a Rockruff down too, so I'm guessing it's the Lycanroc GX that can pull Bloodthirsty Eyes. Standard combo, makes sense to use it with a partner like Buzzwole. And my opponent is going to N, and that's very, very significant. He shouldn't have done that since he was seeing I was kind of struggling. He should have tried to take the cheap win, just attack against me, and hopefully I don't draw shit, and then I eventually lose. But he decided to N, and that's very good for me because we have a lot of shit to work with now. Got the Computer Search, got the Nest Ball, got Entei too. He's going to be handy if he decides to retreat, since he did put the Float Stone on. And he got an energy with a Max Elixir and manually attached one on the Diancie. I don't know why he did that. It's kind of weird. Are you hoping to attack with that Pokemon? Probably not a good idea. But anyway, we're going to play down the Entei GX. That's going to be very useful with a Snipe, since he did indeed retreat to the other Buzzwole there. So if he doesn't play AZ or some shit, or if I'm quick enough maybe before he plays that, if he even runs that, I'll be able to kill that thing down. Since most people don't run Mime, which is a mistake if you ask me, but since most people don't like to run that card, I always know that if I want to snipe, I'm kind of safe. I can do it if I want to. Alright, so we play down the Mime too, speaking of Mime, my own Mime. It's going to be good at blocking the spread damage. He's starting to pile up the damage on Emboar, and that can be kind of nasty with Lycanroc GX pull and then kill me. So it's good. And we're going to use the Computer Search here. Going to discard Skyla, and I think that was Ultra Ball. And I'm going to be grabbing, let's see, Lysander. So we're going with that play. I guess since I have the VS Seeker, I'm thinking we can grab the damn Skyla if I want to, or some shit. But it seems I'm going to opt to get rid of the Diancie here. It's not really a bad play. Getting rid of that means less damage on me and I get a prize. Hopefully we get something good. But we just get a Skyla. I could have gotten anything with that Computer Search. Maybe another supporter. Maybe a letter. Start piling up. start powering up the Entei GX. So I'm not sure if that was the best play, but I get a knockout on the Diancie, get that out of the way. That can't be something. He has a Remoraid down too, so the Octillery. He actually searched this now. Gonna use that for draw. Alright. So I'm not sure if the Lysander play was the best thing, but I guess I really thought, let's just do it, get a knockout, get rid of that thing, because that 20 extra is a lot that it gives, man. It really is a lot. It can be pretty dangerous. Want to get rid of those things, hopefully so that my opponent can't get a one-hit knockout, because even though Buzzwole does cheap, fast damage, eventually with a couple of fighting energies, can use the big attack, and that can be very deadly. So he decides to use Guzma and pulls the Embor. That's normally that would be a good play, but since he can't get the knockout, it's not a good play. Since I have the Mime, it means that he can't slowly kill him anyway with the spread. So what this means is that he didn't kill the Reshiram, which gives me an opportunity to do very high damage, as high as you can do basically, with Outrage. With 120 damage on, I'm basically doing 140 damage. And he puts a little impressed surprise face. Don't know what this means. Because I played Rayquaza? I don't know. But we're going to use Via Seeker, and I'm going to grab the Lysander here. I mean, since you're really not doing shit, I'm just going to get easy KOs with Reshiram. Reshiram putting in work here just with Outrage. Knock out this fucking Buzzwole here. And it really is fine that I killed it like that. I killed those Buzzwoles like that and got the knockout on the Diancie too, because since he has that Octillery down, once I knock out another Pokemon that gives 2 prizes, possibly going to be this Buzzwole GX, we can just snipe down the Octillery for the win with the Entei. So it's pretty easy. It doesn't hurt me that much that I got an even prize like that. So not missing a beat here. My opponent hasn't taken any prizes, even though he probably will now. I have severely damaged Reshiram and an Embor. He can't really do shit to the Embor unless he pulls it, thanks to the Mime. But Reshiram is going to go down. So now it's time for Rayquaza to put in work. I really need 4 energies. I do have the Scala, an energy retrieval, and a fire energy. So I should be able to make the play. But my opponent is going to end. A nice play on his part, since I've taken some prizes. But I get the fire energy and the energy retrieval anyway. And we also get the superior energy retrieval. Now the superior energy retrieval probably isn't going to be that useful right now at this moment. Skyla was better because with that I could guarantee a letter and get the lightning energy. But it seems that we top deck Tapu Lele, a great thing to top deck, so I can get Skyla again if I want to. So let's see here. We're going to be using the energy retrieval, 2 fire energies, and I have another fire energy. So what we can do here is I can attack with Entei or use Skyla with Tapu Lele and maybe get a letter, grab the lightning energy. But I believe I didn't realize I could make that play. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I'm going with the Entei play, which is possibly a misplay on my part. I forget, I make misplays, I make subpar moves all the time. I'm not a shit player, but I'm not the greatest in the world either. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab Cynthia. I guess this is the safe route too. Maybe I can do a bunch of shit with Cynthia, getting 6 cards instead of just 1 with Skyla. And I am going to get a knockout with the Entei GX anyway. So if he wants to keep using the Buzzwole, he knows that if I get a knockout on that dude, it's game. So we get the lightning energy with Cynthia, and I do have a bunch of fire energies too. So let's get the Rayquaza EX ready here, put a bunch of fire energies on, and get the knockout with Entei, and I should be set up for next turn. I mean, I'm in a very good position. My opponent has only taken 1 prize, and even if he gets a knockout on the Entei GX, he's still kind of behind compared to me. I mean, we only need to knock out one more Pokemon now that I'm going to knock out the Rockruff, not the Octillery. So I originally was going to knock out the Octillery, but I was thinking, you know what, Octillery isn't really a threat, but that Rockruff, if it evolves into Lycanroc and uses Bloodthirsty Eyes, it can't be something. So let me just get rid of that thing. I mean, he has a big hand anyway. I don't really care about him using Octillery to draw cards. So I decide, hey, let's knock out the little Rockruff here. And it's actually a good thing because if Embor died, or if he did some shit, maybe surprise knockout on the Rayquaza X, that could have been troublesome for me. I could have very much changed the game with just that. So now I'm feeling safe. You know, he doesn't have a Rockruff down. He can't just play one and evolve on the same turn unless he has Wall or some shit. But it's an unlikely scenario, so I'm feeling kind of safe from Lycanroc at least. He could very well use Guzma, there's always that, but I decided a Lycanroc is much more threatening than a Octillery there. He has another Remoraid too, so he could very well bring another one out. Okay, so we only need to knock out Buzzwole GX. All I need is basically 2 fire energies. I have the energy retrieval in hand, so if Entei dies, we could grab the energies. I'm not sure if I have any other energies in the discard pile. But we have the Juniper, of course, too. I'll be able to use that. And I'm in a good position, I feel like. My opponent's going to use the computer search, discarding the B-string too. One of the benefits of what I did as well, with knocking out the Diancie first turn and then getting prizes the way I did. I mean, I did put myself at 3 prizes, so he could have used the B-string. But as soon as I got another prize and I'm at 2, he can't really use the B-string anymore. So yeah, nice stuff. I mean, I guess if I got like a two knockouts, knocking out 2 GX Pokemon, I would have been at 2 anyway. So I mean, it worked out. It worked out. Okay, so my opponent playing down another Rockruff, gonna attach a fighting energy on it too. He's gonna use Absorption GX, make sure he gets the knockout. So he does do it, but at this point, it's game. It's too late. I am going to be able to not get him out with Rayquaza EX here. We don't even need to use the Juniper, just the energy retrieval here. And I draw the Scarlet too. Everything I need. So that is basically game. So if this deck works, of course, I got Embor out quickly. You know, my opponent's N gave me like a hand to work with. And then it was just fucking him up from there. If you can get one-hit knockouts and your opponent can't, you should win, of course. So Rayquaza X here with the 4 energies. It's kind of feeling the power creep, but we can still get the job done. Discard all of them, and a knockout on the Buzzwole GX here for the last 2 prizes. Candy and a letter. Alright. So this is it. Victory. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe. Leave a like. Share this with your friends. It's Rayboar94. What's up?